What's good, West Michigan? It's your girl, Paige Lane Balzac, local real estate agent and resource. Today I'm covering part 4 of the Homebuyer Series. Up until this point, what we've covered is basically your loans, what the lender looks for, and what the pre-approval process is. Should you shop around for a lender, and why do we need a pre-approval? So now that we've gotten your pre-approval, which in recap, if you haven't watched my previous videos, that covers what your budget is, what type of loan you could have, and essentially all of your purchasing power. Now that we're prepared and we know what we can look for, we will have what's called a buyer consultation. Now, some agents will meet with you prior and then get you set up with a pre-approval process. I prefer to do it after, so I know what you're working with. Then we sit down, or we even can talk over the phone or meet by Zoom, and we really get to know each other well. I will let you know the extent of the full process of a transaction, the basics, and what to look forward to. So that way, when we do go along the process, you know what you're coming into. After I go over the homebuyer transaction and everything that it entails, I will also get to know in depth what you're looking for. How many bedrooms do you want? Do you need a garage? How many family members are going to be there? Do you have children? Do you have a dog? Everything that I think that I need to know about you that will help me determine the best home for you is what we're going to go over. Also, interests, birthdays, just random stuff, because I like to get to know my clients as it is. And it will help me. Say you like woodworking and we find somewhere that's got an extra pole barn. That's very important. So we'll go over that stuff, and we'll also go over what you're looking for in a house. Again, how many bedrooms do you want? Do you need a garage? Where do you want to be? Is there a specific school district you like? Do you need a basement? Does it have to be finished? How many square feet we looking? What are your must-haves? What are your deal breakers? And the reason I ask all these things is not only to know exactly what they are, but I'm going to dig into why. Because let's say you have to have 4 bedrooms. And I get to talking to you and we get to know why. And the reason is because one of the bedrooms is going to be used as an office. Okay. Well, I can start looking at 3-bedroom properties that may have extra living area that isn't listed as a 4-bedroom, but may have an extra room, or maybe have a large landing area in the upstairs, places where you can put an office. And that's just me thinking outside of the box, because it's not really what you want, but it's why you want it. Okay, so we'll go over the home buyer process as far as the transaction's concerned, what you're going to do, which I'm going to also go into this while we go through this process of the videos that I'm making. But we'll go over this in person. I'll figure out more to know about you, your interests, your family life, your career, if we haven't met before. I try to get to know you as best as I can, and I try to tell you about myself as well. We also want to make sure that we work well together. I don't want there to be any uncertainty by the time we leave the meeting that you don't want me to be a realtor, because I don't want that for you if you don't want that for you. And once I know what you're looking for, I know why. So I can think outside of the box if there's something else that might work for you that doesn't necessarily fall under all of your wants, but it falls under your whys. After we go through all of that, I will then let you know my schedule, what I'm able to do for you as far as when I'm able to show you properties. And then I will also, this is a big one, I will also manage your expectations. Because a lot of times when you're buying your first home, you want it all. And this is the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video. You're not going to get it all on your first property. Remember, this is your first property. This is a stepping stone. Your first time home is never going to be all that you wanted, but it should be all that you need to get you by until you build up and want to upgrade. So, example. You have a $200,000 budget, but you want somewhere with 10 acres, 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a pole barn and a garage. It's not going to happen. Not in this market, not in this day and age. But whatever you need, we can make that happen. So it's very important. My client actually once said she's got a champagne taste with a beer budget. And sometimes when you're buying your first home, sometimes it can be that way until you see a few homes and you're like, oh, this is my price range. So it's really after we start looking at homes, what's going to work for you? What can we make work for you? If it's got to be turnkey ready, move-in ready, we'll find you something. May not have all the bells and whistles, but remember, this is a stepping stone and you're going to gain equity on it. Anyways, that's the buyer consultation video. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you soon.